UK scholarship for Indian students. Hi guys, the standard of education in the UK has always been top notch. So, it is no coincidence that 11 UK universities feature in the top 100 universities according to the World University Ranking 2020. The rich culture, quality education, and strong research infrastructure of the universities are just some of the reasons for international students to choose the UK for the higher studies. But it doesn't come cheap. The average tuition fees for an international student amount to approximately 20 lakhs excluding living expenses. To add to that, students applying for a UK visa need to show specified documents that they have at least £1,265 in their bank for living expenses. Due to such huge amount of expenditure, many students give up on their dreams of the education in the UK. Some students take on an off-campus job to support themselves and to pay off their education loans. This leaves them with a very little time to focus on their education, which snowballs into falling grades, fewer employment prospects, and increasing loan debts. Therefore, UK scholarships for international students prove to be the best way to finance their education. Depending on their profile and eligibility criteria, there are many UK scholarships that Indian students can apply for. So let's look into the top UK scholarships for PG courses. Number 1. Chevening Scholarships. This scholarship is for the students with emerging leadership qualities pursuing a one-year master's course in the UK. Your application will undergo an electronic SIFT for the evaluation of your qualifications. Even a minor mistake could lead to rejection. So be very careful while filling your application. The application process starts a year before the application deadline because the vetting process is a minimum of 8 months. So plan accordingly. The loan amount usually covers tuition fees, living allowance at a set rate. Now, to be eligible for this scholarship, you should be a citizen of Chevening eligible country. There are more than 160 Chevening eligible countries, of which India is one of the eligible countries. You should have 2 years of work experience. You should have applied to 3 different courses and received an unconditional letter from at least one of them by the specified deadline. You should have met the required English language test by the specified deadline. Number 2. Commonwealth Masters Scholarship. These scholarships are funded by the UK Department of the International Developments and given out to students applying for master's program. Academic merit, the quality of the course, and the potential of the candidate to contribute value to their home country are the criteria against which the applicants will be judged for all scholarships. The loan amount covers the airfare, tuition and examination fees, personal maintenance allowance, and initial arrival allowance. To be eligible for this scholarship, you must be a permanent resident of an eligible Commonwealth country. Residents of 42 countries are eligible, of which India is one of the eligible countries. You must be unable to fund your education without this scholarship. You must be able to start your academic year in September or October. Apart from the mentioned scholarships, there are also college-specific scholarships for international students. The University of Cambridge provides the GATE Cambridge Scholarship, which for 2020 will offer 80 full-time scholarships for students residing outside of the UK applying for any full-time postgraduate degree in UK universities. The loan amount covers the full tuition fees, and to be eligible for this scholarship, you must be a citizen of any country outside the United Kingdom. You should be applying for PhD, MSc, Master of Literature or any one-year full-time PG course at University of Cambridge. Rhodes Scholarship by the University of Oxford is one of the oldest and most prestigious UK scholarships for international students who want to undertake a full-time postgraduate course at the university. They offer scholarships to students with outstanding intellect, character, leadership and commitment to service. There are 5 scholarships available for Indian students. The loan amount covers tuition fees and the monthly stipend. The stipend for the year of 2021 to 2022 was £17,310 per annum. To be eligible, you must be an Indian citizen of less than 25 years old and must have completed your undergraduate degree with a first class. Now let's see UK scholarships for MBA. Number 1. MBA Scholarship. This scholarship is offered when applying for Masters in Business at Anglia Ruskin University. There are 2 MBA programs offered by the university. First is a 1-year Masters of Business Administration. Second is the Masters of Business Administration with placement year, which is a 2-year course. MBA with placements year prepares students for their career ahead by providing work placements that will complement their knowledge, test their newly acquired skills, and boost their confidence. The scholarship provides £4,000 fee reduction for a 1-year MBA and £2,000 fee reduction for a 2-year MBA with the option of work placement. But if you're unable to find work, you'll become eligible for a £4,000 fee reduction offered to 1-year students. Number 2. The Exeter MBA Scholarship. The University of Exeter provides various different scholarships to students who apply to their MBA program. It is awarded to students who have an excellent academic record, are in need of financial aid, and show commitment to the program. Scholarships worth £500,000 are offered to students. To be eligible for this scholarship, all you have to do is to apply the Exterior MBA. If they find you suitable, they will make an offer. This scholarship by the University of Exeter is available to all the students with a good GMAT score. Scholarships worth £2,000 are offered to students with a score of 600 to 649 and £3,000 to students with a score of 650 to 700, and for students who scored 700 and above, £6,000 is offered as a scholarship. Number 3. Oxford Pershing Square Graduate Scholarships. This scholarship is offered by the University of Oxford to exceptional students covering both the master's degree and the MBA year. The scholarship covers the tuition fee for your master's degree and MBA program, while the living expenses up to £15,609 are also provided. To be eligible, you have to apply for the Oxford 1+1 MBA program with an excellent academic record. There are 6 scholarships available for Indian students. Let's now look at the college. Specific UK scholarships for Btech courses. Number 1. Undergraduate Excellence Scholarship. This scholarship is awarded by the University of Glasgow for international students with an excellent academic record. You will be considered for the scholarship when you apply for admission, and a separate application is not needed. There are a total of 100 undergraduate scholarships. £7,000 per year of study will be awarded as scholarships amount and on the basis of satisfactory academic performance. The scholarship will be revised in the consecutive years. To be eligible, you must be classified as an international student having received admit for an undergraduate program in the university. Number 2. The Chancellor's Scholarship. This scholarship is offered by the University of Bath to students with an excellent academic record. If the students apply to this university and meet the eligibility criteria, they will be automatically considered for the scholarship. The scholarship amount covers first-year tuition fee waiver worth up to £2,000. To be eligible, you must be an overseas student with a full-time campus-based undergraduate course offer. You must be a new first-year fee-paying student and should achieve A-level grades. Number 3. Newcastle University International Foundation Scholarship. This scholarship is provided by Newcastle University for various undergraduate courses and is available for high-performing students. The scholarship value can be £10,000 to £20,000 and will be awarded in 2 parts. Firstly, £10,000 or £5,000 will be deducted from the student's International Foundation tuition fee. Then, another £10,000 or £5,000 will be paid towards your 1-year tuition fee at Newcastle University. To be eligible, students must have an unconditional offer for an International Foundation Pathway course at INTO Newcastle University. Students must complete the INTO scholarship application form after receiving an unconditional offer to study at the university. Number 4. Westminster Undergraduate Full Scholarship. This scholarship is provided by the University of Westminster for undergraduate students applying to the university. Students with an excellent academic record, development potential, and in need of financial aid will be considered. There are 3 scholarships for international students. The scholarship amount covers full tuition fee award, living expenses, accommodation cost, expenses related to flight to and from London. On the basis of satisfactory academic performance, the scholarships will be renewed. To be eligible, you must be an international student from a developing country with an offer for a full-time undergraduate course. There are other UK scholarships program for Indian students announced in 2022. The UK government made a generous effort to mark the 75th year of Indians independence by announcing 75 scholarships for students from India. This year also marks 75 years of diplomatic relationship with India. Every year, thousands of Indian students go to the UK to pursue higher education, and the UK government gives scholarships for few of them too. But this one is undoubtedly the highest number of scholarships that has ever been given to Indian students. This scholarship scheme aims to help students get world-class education without having to spend a ton of money on it. The scholarship targets students planning to pursue a one-year master's program and will get contributions from companies like Tata Sons, HSBC, Duolingo, Hindustan Unilever and Pearson India. These corporate bodies have stepped forward to help the UK government materialize this scholarship scheme, which will benefit a ton of Indian students. The program also includes the famous Chevening Scholarship that lets students study at any university in the UK and pursue any course they wish. The British Council offers scholarships to 18 women in STEM courses and 6 English scholarships. HSBC India offers 15 scholarships, Pearson India 2 and Tata Sun, Hindustan Unilever, Duolingo with 1 each. These are some of the major ones among the 75 scholarships being offered. So, what are the details you need to know about the scholarship? One of the best things about this scholarship is that you will not have to worry about anything once selected. The scholarship is pretty holistic in terms of covering the expenses. It includes tuition fees, living expenses, cost of traveling to the university from one place of origin. However, the scholarship is only for working professionals, so that applicants need at least 2 years of working experience to be eligible for this scholarship scheme. The corporates, the UK government and the stakeholders on the sidelines of the Indian Global Forum brainstormed to formulate this scheme. The scholarship scheme was announced when corporate leaders and representatives of the governments from both India and the UK were slated to meet for the India Global Forum in London. The British High Commissioner to India, Alex Ellis, announced the 75 scholarships for Indian students. British High Commissioner Mr. Ellis referred to these scholarships as a milestone. Mr. Ellis stressed the importance of these scholarships and how they changed the lives of Indian students from diverse backgrounds. Mr. Ellis stressed that 30% of Chevening scholars are first-generation students from smaller towns. This goes on to prove the diversity of these scholarships and how they are changing their lives of those who do not have means to study at the top global universities like Oxford and Cambridge. So, how do you apply for UK scholarships for Indian students? You should start looking at possible scholarship options well in advance and start with the requisite application steps. The application process for scholarships, in most cases, starts a year before the admission process. The evaluation process of the application is lengthy and strict, and therefore, you need to start applying as well as preparing much in advance to secure the scholarships. Popular UK scholarships have limited seats and funds with strict eligibility criteria. Check the eligibility criteria thoroughly and make sure you qualify on all points. Some UK scholarships require a set score in GMAT, GRE, IELTS or TOEFL, so it will be best to check the criteria before you give the test. UK scholarships for international students by specific universities do not need any other application. The students will be considered during the admission process. Let's look at how to increase the chances of getting a scholarship to study in UK for Indian students. Applying for scholarship is no different than applying for an admission in a premium college. Seats are less, funding is tight and competition is cutthroat. You have to build your own profile accordingly to get selected for top UK scholarships. Academics are the main criteria judged while awarding scholarships. So aim for the first division or the least 80% to 85% in your undergraduate degree. Obviously, you will have to work hard during your undergraduate years to make your academic profile strong. Next criteria judged are the scores you get in your GRE, GMAT, IELTS or TOEFL. Scoring the best possible marks in these tests will put you in the top tier. Carefully fill the scholarship form, as many universities do not provide the chance to edit the details once filled. And securing a scholarship is not the end of the process. There are some guidelines you should follow so that scholarship doesn't get revoked. Most UK universities offering scholarships to international students maintain a pristine standard of grades. Slacking in your studies is therefore not an option if you want to keep receiving financial aid. Changing your details or course preference is another case where your scholarship can be revoked. Many UK universities do not allow changing your major once the application process starts. Similarly, most scholarships are college specific, and changing your college or university would lead you to cancellation of your scholarship. Scholarships are awarded to ease the financial burden of education abroad, and therefore inappropriate use of funds should be avoided. Most of the scholarships have set rules for spending, so read the terms and conditions of the scholarships carefully. Providing false information is another major pitfall. Make sure the information you provide is accurate. We at Gyandan want Indian students applying to UK universities to get the maximum benefits with minimum cost and least hassle. To achieve that, we have designed our Gyandan Scholarships Finder tool to help students search for scholarships for their preferred country and target course. This provides you with a comprehensive list of all scholarships available to applicants. All you have to do is to enter your search query, target country, college and course, and you will get a streamlined list of all the scholarships available for you to apply. Thanks for watching the video. Do subscribe to Gyandan.